Welcome to the 2014 English Alpine Championships from Bormio, Italy. Each year, racers from all over the world convene in this alpine town to compete in a week full of races with all age groups welcome. Competitions see the youngest of competitors being introduced to the sport, competing on the same mountain as our international FIS competitions in what is a truly competitive and exciting week. Over the course of the week, all the results and news can be found on the Championships website, englishalpinechamps.org.uk. With updates on Twitter and Facebook, daily videos such as this one will be posted online to keep you up to date with the latest news from the Championships. All of this and more, including the Championships magazine, are available on the iPad app. Just search for English Alpine Championships in the App Store. The Championships are organised by a team of volunteers working for Snow Sport England, the national governing body responsible for the promotion and development of skiing in England. We caught up with Tim Falk, the Chief Executive of Snow Sport England, to find out what he expects from the week ahead.
My expectations from the week is you kind of have to have fingers crossed for the weather, but hopefully we will get all through all the races, have some fantastic racing, see some of the upcoming talents that have been training hard for most of the season, and be able to see how they're developing and how they can compete against each other and see who comes out on top as English champion. And I hope it's a good week of racing and the best athletes get a chance to show how well they're doing.
So the opening ceremony about to begin. The athletes, clubs and teams have made their way through the town behind their club sign to the town square. There'll be a short session of speeches, then the lighting of the torch will happen. Once that torch is lit, the English Alpine Championships have begun.
Isn't it great to be here in the middle of an Olympics? Hopefully out there are some people who one day will aspire to being in the Olympics too, and to bring that right up to date. Only last week, a number of athletes who have raced here and who are racing here this week were selected to the World Junior Championships. We have one of those people lighting the flame for us later, Darcy Mead.
The Mayor of Bormio and the Council of the town, I would like to give you a very warm welcome. I hope that, as usually, everything is going to work all right. As you can see, we have plenty of snow. I'd like to wish you all a pleasant stay in Bormio, a nice week, good races, and as we used to say in Italy, vinca il migliore, may the best win. Thank you, everybody.
And without anything else, I would like to formally open the 2014 English Alpine Championships. And Darcy Mead is now going to light the flame to open the championships.
We're looking forward to a fantastic week of exciting racing here. Welcome to day 2 here in Bormio. Conditions overhead, a little bit cloudy, weather's closed in. That means we've got soft snow here on the Stelvio piste for the under 14 and under 16 skiers who are racing Super G, whilst at the top of the mountain on the Stella Alpina, our FIS NJR skiers are racing slalom. Super G race is what we call speed discipline. It mixes the higher speed turns found in a downhill with the technical turns found in a GS race. And this Stelvio piste, famous for hosting a men's World Cup downhill every season, is sure to provide a tough test for our young skiers today. Well, we're at the bottom of this Bormio Super G course, which our under 14s and under 16s are racing on today. It's a long track, so it's going to be tough for them. There's quite a few challenges they've got to negotiate on the course. Hill gets pretty steep in places, some off-camber turns, and at the bottom, whilst it flattens out a little bit, there are some rollers and some terrain features that the skiers are going to have to deal with. We're up here on the Stella Alpina piste where the FIS racers are taking part in the NJR slalom race. Conditions are a little bit better than they are on Stelvio for the Super G. Although the snow's still coming down quite hard, visibility's not too bad, so we should have a great slalom race today.
Well, conditions took a turn for the worse throughout the day. Heavy snow falling at higher altitudes and a lot of rain falling in the finish in Stelvio.
Welcome to day 3 in Bormio. Today we've got the combi race going on at Stella Alpina. Combi race is a mixture of banked corners, slalom gates, stubbies, giant slalom gates. We've also spent some time putting some rollers on the course, and at the bottom we've got a jump. So it's a real test for these young under 10 and under 12 skiers. Challenging terrain, lots of rhythm changes, and hopefully a lot of fun. So on the combi course, we spend a lot of time putting some man-made features in. We've got a banked corner into a roller, which is going to challenge the skiers, into a big natural bank. We've left lots of room for the skiers to play, and then we've got 2 more rollers the skiers are going to have to work with before they enter the racing section again. So the last feature that we built for this combi course today is a jump. Now, it's quite a small jump, and the skiers can roll over it if they want, if they're a bit afraid of taking some big air. I think most of them are going to be going big off this jump. Just adds an extra challenge, an extra dimension to the end of the run. Again, hopefully it means the skiers have a lot of fun on this combi course. Busy day on Stella Alpina. We've got the combi race and the NJR FIS GS race going on the one piste. It's the first time we've run the NJR GS up on Stella Alpina, and the snow is pretty soft today, so I think it might rut up. It could be a real challenge for the FIS racers. It's not the longest GS, but with the snow conditions, it's sure to be a tough race. Well, unfortunately, due to the conditions, the boys' race has been postponed until tomorrow. What a day of racing it's been here in Bormio. We've had some great skiing from the under 10s and under 12s in the combi race, and quite challenging weather conditions. Tomorrow we've got under 14s and under 16s GS, we've got the FIS NJR GS, and tomorrow night taking place on Stelvio, the team slalom. It's been a fantastic day up here in Bormio, huge crowds, lots of spectators watching all the action that we've seen up on Stella Alpina piste today. Welcome to day 4 here in Bormio. Tonight we've got coming up for you the team parallel slalom under the floodlights here on the Stelvio piste. But before that, let's have a quick look at what happened earlier today. We've got some great conditions for giant slalom racing, where under 14s and under 16 racers are tackling this tough Stella Alpina piste. Giant slalom racing is the purest form of ski racing. It requires precision, balance, speed, and most importantly, good line choice. The under 16s take part in a 2-run race, the best combined time to count,
whilst the under-14s take part in 2 one-run races. FIS racers are taking part in the rescheduled FIS NJR Giant Slalom race. Slalom consists of a straight knockout between teams of 4. Skiers will be in the red course or the blue course. Whoever wins goes through to the next round. Whoever passes the line first will open the time they want to start their next skier. First team to get all 4 skiers to the bottom progresses on. Well, that wraps up the night slalom, and well, what action we had there under the floodlights on the Stelvio piste. Amazing skiing. The third, fourth playoff was split by 0.01 of a second after 4 skiers. Amazing stuff. We had BSA B and BSA A in the final. BSA A came out as winners, so what a night for them. Fantastic stuff. Amazing skiing.
Parallel night, everything good, it's okay. Thank you, everybody.
Welcome to day 5 here in Bormio, where overnight conditions brought some fresh snow, a little bit of rain as well to make conditions very soft here on Stelvio. The under 12s and under 10s racing GS today on the World Cup Stelvio piste, whilst the FIS racers are taking part in the FIS slalom up on Stella Alpina. Slalom racing is a technical discipline. It's the shortest turn radius of any of the ski racing disciplines and requires the skiers to have good precision, balance, and most importantly look for a good line through a course that has many rhythm changes. Welcome to day 6 here in Bormio. Today the under 16 and under 14 racers were at Stella Alpina at Bormio 2000 racing slalom, whilst our FIS racers were on Stelvio racing Super G. completes the action for the under-16s and under-14 racers here at the English Championships. Let's have a look at the overall results. Coming up tomorrow on the final day of the English Alpine Championships here in Bormio, it's the FIS Giant Slalom race. Welcome to the final day of competition here in Bormio at the English Alpine Championships. Coming up today, it's the FIS Giant Slalom. Well, it's been an amazing week here in Bormio. We've had some tough weather conditions, but everyone's pulled together and there's been some fantastic racing. We couldn't have done it without the support of the Resort of Bormio, all the staff and volunteers that have helped to make these championships so successful. We want to say a big thanks to the entire organising committee. Without their efforts, these championships would never take place. Of course, we have to thank all the athletes, parents, coaches, clubs, teams, academies for all their support during what is a fantastic week of racing. We hope you'll all join us again next year for the English Alpine Ski Championships.